Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And it's time for another daily dose of dismal news for Disney. Apparently, all of Disney's competitors are merging for the kill.
Yeah, they're going Voltron.
They're going Voltron. They're going Devastator. They're gonna go after Mickey. Comcast, which is Peacock, right? So Peacock, Netflix, and Apple TV are going to bundle to take on Disney Plus, Hulu, and HBO Max.
Right, and Comcast, they just sold Hulu to Disney. And
yes.
we joked that Disney was probably doing this to try to compete with, them and Warner Brothers are trying to compete with Netflix. Well, now Netflix just went and joined with Comcast and Apple TV.
So what are they going to call this? Cockflix?
I don't know. It's cockfight.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what this is. We're gonna talk about this. This is the streaming wars cockfight going on, and I gotta tell you, as a consumer, objectively, I'm gonna look at the Comcast bundle and I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, Peacock, Netflix, and Apple TV at a vastly reduced price. Sounds better than Disney, more Disney, and a little bit of HBO.
Yeah. So it's going to get interesting.
Oh boy. All right. So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
You're going to have to walk me through this one. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. So a couple things. You know how Disney bought Hulu from Comcast? They gave them a bunch of money. The valuation's still up in the air. They're still working on getting that finalized to finish Hulu being to Disney.
Right.
So Comcast is taking that money and they're doing things like, I don't know, building an Epic Universe theme park to kick Disney's ass. And now they're gonna work with Netflix and Apple TV for their Peacock to try to kick Disney's ass once again.
And it's so weird because all of Disney's competitors are taking money that Disney gave them.
Like Rupert Murdoch and Tubi?
Yeah, to compete directly with them.
I know, right? So Disney thought they were all clever. We're gonna get Hulu and Disney, and we're gonna go get Max because we're all up there, we're pretty big, and we're gonna co-compete, and we're gonna co-compete with Netflix because we talked about this before. Here's a look at the streaming numbers from July of 2023, and the percentages. They said basically YouTube's at the top with 9.2%. Next is Netflix, 8.5%. Everyone else is way pat down below that, less than half. Hulu is 3.6, Prime 3.4, etc. So if Disney merged Disney Plus with Hulu and with Max, they were to come in a little bit below Netflix, but they were like 8.1 or whatever it was going to be. Yeah. Now, if Netflix goes and joins forces with Peacock and Apple, yeah, we're going to add these together here. So we have Peacock at 1.1. And then we have Netflix, so that makes it 9.6. And Apple's even on here. But so I'm just saying, you put those together, though, they're already going to be passed.
I keep forgetting Apple TV exists. Every once in a while, I'll be reminded, like they'll have a Peanuts special or the new Fraggle Rock show or something. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Apple TV is a thing.
See, it's a missed opportunity. Should have joined forces with Tubi, but Tubi doesn't have a price. But you know what I'm saying? It's just ads. But
well,
I would have loved to see it just because it was funny. It's my own personal wish.
I think what's going to happen eventually is I think Netflix is going to go the Roku Tubi route and actually have channels.
It probably will. It wouldn't surprise me. But Netflix is like the elephant in the room. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, other than YouTube, they're like literally 2 times over kicking everyone's ass.
Oh,
and Comcast went and got them to team up.
Yeah, so just Netflix by itself is bigger than all the other services trying to combine, and then they've got the advantage of, well, there goes the Verizon Disney Plus bundle deal. Probably or Apple probably do it through the phones. Be like, yeah, here's a bundle, guys.
Well, Comcast is going to give it to their subscribers.
Yeah,
so here's what's going on.
Everybody who's got Comcast cable or an Apple phone are probably.
I think you can buy it, or I don't know if you'll get it for free, but you could buy it. We'll see. Here's what's going on. So they're doing the upfronts today. They've been doing it for the last couple of days. So Disney did theirs today. This is not related to this, but it is. It must be so bad at Disney because they actually literally brought out Bob Iger for the upfront for Disney and Hulu. And it's funny because Bob Iger hasn't been there in 30 years since he was there for ABC. And they also brought out like Josh D'Amaro and Dana Walden and Bergman and people that are running for his job. They brought them out too.
We have a plan, honest.
Yeah, that's what it was. Basically, it was. They kept hauling out celebrities about talking about their shows. They kept flashing like, nostalgia bait, Walt Disney and stuff up on the screen. It was like they put out all the stops to make you want to barf. Anyway, they're like, oh, the Acolyte, here's the cast and the cast of the Acolyte and ha 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 and all this other stuff. They were they must be desperate because they literally hauled all of them out there.
Yeah.
They don't normally do that.
So they're going to combat Netflix and even Peacock, right? Peacock's actually got several shows on it that are doing pretty well. They're gonna combat that with the Acolyte, and then Netflix is gonna be like, yep, Stranger Things and K-drama done.
Yeah, pretty much.
Squid Game done.
Yeah. So here's what's going on. So today, while this is going on, while the upfronts are going on, it's Moffett-Nathanson's 2024 Media, Internet, and Communications Conference in New York, and different groups are taking. I think Iger's going to talk tomorrow at that event. So today they announced, the CEO of Comcast announced that they're going to have Peacock, Netflix, and Apple TV will come at a vastly reduced price to anything in the market today. And this was Brian Roberts, the CEO. He didn't give pricing details, but he says the goal is to add value to consumers, at the same time take some of the dollars out of other companies' streaming businesses, he added, while reinforcing Comcast broadband service offerings.
And what are they going to do on that service? They're going to pimp the hell out of Epic Universe, and oh my God.
They're calling it the Stream Saver Bundle. Is what they're calling it.
Oh my God. Okay, so this is going on a lot. I guess McDonald's too, they're going to be doing $5 meals now because everybody's complaining about how expensive it is. That's all people are going to look at. They're going to look at the price and be like, oh, it's Netflix and some other stuff. Yeah, cool. I'll take that one because I don't want to subscribe to 15 different services.
Right. That's exactly what's going on. And now they're going to probably roll this out in July, I'm guessing, because the way they're going to have. A lot of these services are going to have a couple dollar, they're going to go up a couple dollars in price. I know Peacock's one of them for each of their different, like the premium or ad supported and stuff. So like Peacock and Netflix and stuff are going to see some price hikes this summer. And I guess the way it sounds is they're going to try to do this ahead of that happening. And that's like mid-July because they wanted to up the prices ahead of the Olympics. But this is interesting. They're saying the new bundle referred to as Stream Saver will be available to customers of Comcast broadband internet service. The executive revealed those three products will come at a vastly reduced price. We talked about that, but it sounds like they're going to go to Comcast services first. I'm assuming they're going to offer it other places as well because like Disney one, each one's getting offered on those platforms. So I'm assuming they're going to probably offer it there too. But Comcast's main intent is to bring it to their broadband internet service and to their subscribers, for cable and stuff like that.
Right. And well, here's the thing, because this is kind of Disney's worst nightmare because neither Apple or Comcast need to fully rely on streaming. They make hardware, they make technological devices. Comcast is the biggest cable provider. Hell, you're probably watching Disney Plus on Comcast. Mm-hmm. So they can actually offer this at a massive discount because to them, it's not their bread and butter. To Disney, content is their bread and butter.
And again, Comcast owns the Universal theme parks that are going up against Disney. I want to make sure I point that out as well.
Wow.
So Comcast,
this is good news.
Comcast is coming out swinging, and the gains they thought they were going to make to beat Netflix sounds like they're not going to beat Netflix because Netflix, they weren't going to beat Netflix anyway at that point.
Yeah, but
it was going to come a lot closer though.
But you're gonna offer they're probably gonna give away Peacock and Apple TV with Netflix, but consumers are gonna think they're getting so much more, and then they're gonna make sure everybody who's a Comcast customer of any kind or an Apple customer of any kind, they're gonna get this put in front of them.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll find out more, I'm sure, as the Stream Saver gets closer to launch. But they said they're going to try to have a vastly reduced price to offer value to people who want to subscribe to all three.
And to take dollars out of Disney's pocket.
Right. But for the consumer side, you're going to have this deal with Disney and Max, I guess it's Max now, and Hulu on one side, which is mostly Disney winning on that one. And now you're going to have yet another deal where these people are combining. Now, I don't think Netflix is going, I don't think it's exactly the same thing. I think Netflix is just working with them. But this is what we said was going to happen. Like when we started saying about the streaming wars, and we said it's going to go Highlander, where they're going to all start merging together. And we saw also blogs. How many times we've done videos where we're talking about blogs, and this blog bought up that blog, or this blog's working with this blog. And it was because you need to join together, to merge together to stay competitive. And that's exactly what's happening. But they all should have just kept making content for Netflix and Hulu and called it a day. But that's just me.
Yeah, that would have been the easiest thing to do. And, but I blame Disney because Disney, they were the first ones to get greedy and be like, well, we're going to start our own streaming service, made a lot of noise about it. We're pulling our content off, and everybody else is like, hey, that's a great idea. Since everybody's watching The Office, let's take The Office off of Netflix. Ha, ha, ha. And then they'll come. No, they didn't.
Nope. Now Netflix is going to work with Peacock.
Is The Office going to go back on?
I don't know.
Netflix?
So we'll see how this goes. I mean, I'm sure we'll get more information down the road, but tomorrow we'll probably have some stuff to laugh about because Disney's doing their upfront tomorrow, which is why I think Iger's, no, the upfront, the Moffat-Nathanson presentation. Yeah. That's a different thing. That's probably why he's there with his three people. Three or four. He might have had all four of them. I don't know. I know at least three of them were there. I don't know if tomorrow was there. I just know that he was there today with his, what you said, posse, potential replacements. I'm not sure who was all there, but he brought some of them over. It's just weird because they don't usually do this. So I'm really interested to see what they say tomorrow.
Oh, I know what's going to happen. What's going to happen is, oh, look, guys, because of unforeseen competitive disadvantages, because all of our competitors are combining to join forces, I'm going to have to stay for another 2 years. I'm going to have to stay for another 2 years to weather this storm.
I don't know. Or he could go the other way and be like, hey, they're all here because I'm going to announce who's replacing me. I don't know.
Yeah, great time to make a
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think they're going to do that. They'll save that for like a big meeting or something. But it's just interesting because they must be sweating it. And then this got announced while I don't know if it's at the same time as they're up front, but while they were doing one presentation, they're out there dropping this bombshell.
All right, there we go, guys. Not looking real good for Disney because I think, now first it was the streaming wars. Now I think it's going to be the streaming price war because they're going to have to win consumers because everything costs too damn much.
But the good news as a consumer, I think we're going to start getting some good deals because they're desperate and they want you on their team.
Oh yeah, yeah. They'll just lock you into like a multi-year contract or something.
I don't know.
So we're going to wrap this up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.